for making this a priority and taking the time to get on this call, to learn, to see what we're all about, to see the bigger picture. And that's what I hope to do with you guys tonight, is inspire you and share more with you and get you excited about what your friend has gotten you into. Maybe some of you have no idea. So hopefully we'll put some, shed some light on that tonight. So my name is Melissa Hyde, and I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus. And what does that mean? Just means I've been doing this longer than you. That is all. Title means nothing. When I reached this position, I actually joked and said it means no more dinners, because I just simply stopped making dinner because I was too busy doing this, having too much fun. And it's just one of the positions in our marketing plan. It's at the top position. So that's what that means. And I started on this journey, gosh, I'm in my 11th year now, actually, and it just was a good idea. I was a personal trainer for 20 years at that time, had a degree in kinesiology and this much education on nutrition. Looking back now, honestly, it's horrifying. I can't believe they let me loose to train people and try to get them healthy without any education. And I have 3 kids. They were all competitive athletes at the time. And I was just looking for a multi for my oldest, because she was training on the national gymnastics team 25 hours a week. So common sense, mother's intuition, just knew that she needed something to support her little body. So when a friend told me about Juice Plus and that it was just fruits and vegetables, even though I had no education, just everybody knows we need more fruits and veg, right? And she told me about all the research, which great, but honestly, I didn't really care. I trusted her. She was the nutritionist. What got me excited is that there were 3 Olympic teams and tens of thousands of athletes that were using this product. So I thought, oh my gosh, if it's good enough for them, it is certainly good enough for my guys. And that's how we began. And pretty soon after, I noticed I had more energy, and my kids just looked healthier. They weren't so run down from all of their training. They had that glow back in their cheeks. So I started to learn and realize, wow, these kids were thriving. And honestly, guys, I had no idea the prevention I put in place that day when I added this product to our family's diet, because I learned that what they say is that genetics loads the gun. So we all have a predisposition for every disease, but it's lifestyle that pulls the trigger. And had we continued down that same path we are on, it just gives me shudders to think, but we could have ended up like some of the health stats in my family. I had Alzheimer's on one side with my grandmother, heart issues on the other side. My one uncle had an aneurysm, and then sadly another uncle of mine lost his fight with cancer at 39. So I will be forever grateful for Juice Plus for that alone. And then just, as I said, how it's helped our family, rarely getting sick, which we didn't get sick before. And that's why I thought we were doing good. But then I started to learn that. And then just my daughter, as she went off to university really quick, she ended up getting mono, and she's on a scholarship in the States, and she's 16 hours away. And when I got that call from her and she told me she was so sick, I have never felt so helpless in my whole life. And she was burning the candle at both ends, had to stop taking her Juice Plus, partying like a rock star, plus training, plus coaching, plus all her school. And she was sick. And this was in January. And I thought, oh my gosh, this poor kid is going to lose her year. Never mind the gymnastics. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that anymore. And she listened to me, started taking Juice Plus actually every single hour she was awake. She would rotate between the fruits, veg, berries. And within 2 weeks, I'm so excited to say, she was up and out of bed again. And she got healthy so quickly, she never ended up missing a day of school, let alone any of her training, and ended up finishing the top of her team that year. So it's just, my belief in this product is absolutely rock solid. And another time, another day over bigger coffee, I can share with you more stories that child has given me with Juice Plus and how it's helped her. But let's move on a little bit, because I just want to get into some more big picture about this awesome business for you guys. And first, I just want to set some expectations. This is a business that you guys have purchased, and you get to run your own business. And for some of you, you're like, yeah. And for other of you, you're thinking, I don't know a thing. Don't worry. You are in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. We are here to support you every single step of the way. We have a huge team, the largest team in all of Ontario. and the second largest in all of Canada. So there is so much support, and our team is really known for the community that we have created and how much support that we give everyone. So it's super awesome. So what I want to do is show you how simple this business is and take you through it. Here's my fancy drawing. If I can draw, or if you can draw, then you can do this business. See, it's so simple. It's just on paper. Is this backwards to you guys? No. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. For some reason, I thought it was. But so how we start is by creating curiosity on social media when we're talking to people. We are so passionate. We are so excited about our Juice Plus business that we just want to go and tell the whole world about it, but don't. You'll end up barfing on people and they're going to run away from you because they are nowhere near excited. They don't even know what you're talking about. So that's why it's so important that we create curiosity. We never post the words Juice Plus. We don't show an actual picture of the bottle. We just want to share things that are going on in our life, how great we're feeling, cool things that we're doing, so that people say, what are you up to? What are you making? Why do you look so good? What's going on? We want to make them curious so that they're actually coming to us. And we have loads and loads of resources on that to teach you exactly how to do that, especially when you first get started. What do I say? How do I say it? I don't know how to do this. And that leads to conversations. And you'll see here I put a little squiggly line. So when you create this curiosity online and somebody makes a comment underneath it, you don't reply to them under there. You take it offline and you have a private conversation with them where you start to build a relationship, or you start a conversation. If it's somebody new, right? You already have that relationship. You want to start a conversation to find out more about them. Kind of like a health consultation, trying to figure out really what their pain is or what their problem is and what are they looking for and how we're going to be able to help them. Make sense? And then once we figure that out, what you want to do is funnel them, hence this, into or provide them with a tool. And we have lots of tools. We have something like this, calls like this. We also have other calls where they tune in and they learn all about the product and the business, and we share amazing heartfelt stories, and they really get a better idea of what's going on. So you want to funnel them into that. And you know what else those type of events do? It creates social proof that this business works, these products work. It's called third-party validation. So it's so important that you funnel people into those calls. And right now we have what's called a Freedom Revolution, a 90-day game plan going on. And there is a call every single night, Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. The Thursday one is, what do they call it? The Man Cave. So it's just for guys. And then we have one on Thursdays at 2 o'clock as well in the day. So you can funnel people into all of those times. There's so many available for you. And aside from that, if they just cannot, they're too busy, whatever, there are recordings available as well. And your upline can show you where to go and grab those, and then you can actually send it to somebody. So it's super easy to reach absolutely everybody and get this information to them. And then the follow-up. As they say, the fortune is in the follow-up. That is where a lot of people drop the ball in this business, honestly, is either they don't have a great system for keeping track of people that they talk to. And we've got, again, lots of options. We'll teach you how to do that, whatever works for you, whether you're old-fashioned, old school like me, you like stuff on paper, or combination of technology. And you want to follow up with them. And as well, we have full training on what do you say to them? Because a lot of people kind of get scared to follow up with people. And that's so important. And we teach you how to just detach from the outcome. You want to get an answer from these people that, yes, I'm interested and I want to order. No, I'm not interested, or follow up with me later. You want to get that next step going. And we teach you how to do that so you feel really comfortable. And as I said, the fortune's in the follow-up. So if you can keep track of who you're talking to and stay on top of them and continue to follow up, you're going to be super successful in your business. Because in my experience over the years, people forget. They are so busy. This is not a priority for them. I've been using a lot of Instagram lately and sending people all these videos, and I followed up with them, and I'm going to tell you that at least 80% that I followed up with said, oh, geez, I forgot, or I haven't had time yet. So it's so important to follow up. Had I forgot about them, they probably never would have gone back to that video, because you know how many messages you get, right? On social media, yours just gets bumped down to the bottom. They've already looked at it, so it's not bold anymore. So super, super important. And then the next step after following up with them is to get them on a 3-way call or a connection call. You do not want to be the professional, the one that starts telling them all about how everything works. You want to get them on a 3-way call so that they can meet more of our team. They will start to really get a feel for how amazing our community is. And it goes back to that social proof again, third-party validation, and hearing more and more stories. Because guys, it's the stories that create an emotional reaction in people. And when that happens, that's when they make decisions. And they're more likely to join you in this business or simply order the product when they hear something that moves something inside of them. And by you not being the one to share all the information with them, even if you know everything, and you eventually will, it shows them that they can do this business because all they have to do is get their prospect on a call with someone else, and that someone else will do the call for them. Because that's so scary for a new person, especially if you guys are a health professional, if you're a nutritionist or a personal trainer or someone like that. New people coming on get intimidated by us because they think, oh, you're a nutritionist, you're a personal trainer, you know all of that stuff. And we want to teach them that no, actually it's harder when you're a professional because people assume that. We want to teach them that anyone can do this business. And what you do is simply bring them into this funnel, follow our simple system that's all laid out for you with all of the resources, and you will be successful. And when they see that happening, they start to think, oh, wow, I could do this business. I could talk to people. I could send them a video or invite them on to a call and then get them on with my friend, and she can do all the talking and I'll just listen. So they start to have more belief in this business and the system and how easy it is. Does that make sense? So like I said, I can't emphasize enough how much support that there is for you guys, that we have this tried and proven system. Just follow the system, go with the flow. I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs that come into our business, or a lot of A-type personalities or red type, and think, oh, I can do this. I'm going to do it this way, my way. Don't do that yourself. Just follow the system. We've already made those mistakes. So don't do what we've done. Do what we're doing now. And let us show you the simple and the easiest way to do this. Okay. All right. So giving you a little bit of an idea of building this business. Okay. And so this right here, can you guys draw? See? Easy to do this business. So this is what you want to work towards building as you move people through our funnel. This is called a 3 club. It just means these 3 people underneath you, you've brought them into this business, they've joined you, their business is at a certain level, and you now have a 3 club business. And you know what this is doing for you guys? It's going to put about $1,000 into your bank on the 10th of every single month. How would you feel if that was happening right now? $1,000. Would that be pretty exciting? Would that do some pretty cool things for you? Maybe it helps pay bills, especially after Christmas. Maybe it's fun money. Maybe it's travel fund. But I can tell you guys that an extra $1,000 for most people is the difference between declaring bankruptcy or not. In fact, it's actually only $500, and we're saying $1,000. Isn't that amazing? So this is huge money for so many people. This can be absolutely life-changing, guys. This can help a stay-at-home mom stay at home instead of having to go find a part-time job so she can stay home and raise her kids. This can just create a little more breathing room for people, a little less fighting between spouses, because what's the number one thing couples fight over? Finances, right? This can help you pay down debt a little faster so you don't have that interest piling up. Or for those of you better than me that had their finances in order when you started this, it could be the fun money, right? To do that. So this is huge for people, and this is so simple. So here you are. This is you got started, and you follow our system. You're reaching out on social media. You're doing posts on social media, talking to people as you go about your day. And again, we'll teach you all the verbiage on what to say and what to do. It's all there for you on our website. And you inspire 3 people. that say, yeah, I want to do this. They've come, maybe they've joined a call like this. They initially just sort of signed up because they wanted a discount on the product. And then you invite them to tune into a Start Strong call like this. And they're like, holy cow, I didn't really know this was a real business. Like I didn't, honestly. And no offense, if anybody here sells Tupperware, it's no offense to them. I just use this as an example, but that's what I thought it was. Just kind of like a little Tupperware company. And you just, share a little bit of product. I had no idea this was a massive, global, multi-billion-dollar company. No idea whatsoever. So the power of events, right? Getting people onto calls like this so they get inspired and they're like, holy cow, yeah, I want to do something. So these 3 people here actually start doing something with the business. They start working it, and then you now have this amazing 3 club and making about $1,000 a month and making a difference for you and for a lot of people, because now you're going to start teaching these 3 how to do that. And just to let you know, guys, these 3 here are not going to be the first 3 people that you sign up. maybe if you're crazy lucky, but that's not usually what happens. It's the average is, I'm going to say, anywhere between 1 in 5, maybe even 1 in 10. And that's okay. We just have to detach from the outcome. As I said, this is your business. You get to work it however you want. There are absolutely no expectations from anyone here as to what you have to do with this business. We're not hoping that you're, this lottery ticket. I've heard that term used before. Not at all. This is your business, and our job is just to help you be as successful as you want to be. So it does take a lot of reaching out to people, and that's okay. You reach out to people, they join, and they don't do much, and the next one doesn't do much, the next one, and finally that one does, great. And then you just keep sharing, you bring on another one, they do it, and the next one doesn't, and then the next 10 don't. That's just the nature of our business, and you just detach from that outcome. You hope and you help and you support, but that's about it. So you just keep sharing like that. So there's 3 real important steps, 3 keys, if you will, to be successful in this business. And I'd write them down if I were you. And the first one is to have the desire. You've got to get so clear as to what you want with this, from this business. As they say, energy flows where focus goes. Whoever just joined us.
She has created and facilitated numerous courses.
Thank you. You're able to mute. Oh, thanks. So you need to be super, super clear on what you want out of this business. I know when I first started, I had no idea. As I told you that this was a business, I just thought, wow, what if I could earn $500 a month to pay for car payments and gas and things like that? I had absolutely no idea what this could grow into. I have long since surpassed my personal training income, earning more of like a pharmacist. And I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you that this is a real business and you can grow it to whatever you want it to be. But you've got to be super clear on what you want. So if it's just $500 for some fun money, that is awesome. We love you as much as somebody who wants to replace their full-time income and stay home with their kids and run this business. But you just got to be super clear. So I can't encourage you enough to take some time after this call. If this is a business that you really want to sink your teeth into and go places with it, is to do that. To dream a little bit and think, what would you like this business to do for you? The other thing that is so important, number 2, consistency. And I liken this to working out because I'm a personal trainer. You cannot work out for 5 hours on Sunday and expect that to carry you through the week, right? You can't eat all your food on Sunday and expect that to last you for the week, right? So same with this business, we cannot do all the work in one day and expect that's going to last for the week, right? When I first started this business, I was super busy. I had clients starting at 5 a.m. and then I'd finish at about 7:30 a.m., rush home, get my kids ready for school, get them off to school, go back and train again, pick up my daughter for lunch as she ate in the car, drove her to gymnastics, went back and trained, picked up my other kids, brought them home, fed them dinner, took them to their sports, went and trained, came back and picked them up and went to bed. And I did it again and again and again and again. So I heard a training call when I first started, how to work this business in 30 minutes. And I laughed. I'm like, all together, like consecutively. I don't ever have 30 minutes all together. But what I did is I literally did this business in stolen moments. If a client was late, I would send a message. If a client canceled and I had a whole hour, I actually got kind of excited. I would work this business, or one more message before I went to bed, one more message before I picked up the kids sitting in the parking lot, whatever it is. I just made it work because that's how important it was to me. And I just made the commitment that every day I would do what I promised myself I would do. And so what I recommend to you guys is look at your calendar, fill everything in that you have to do. What time do you get up? Do you eat breakfast? Do you drive to work? Do you drive your kids to work? Do you go to church? Absolutely everything that you do. And then take a look at that and say, how much free time do I have? Where is my free time? And how much of that am I willing to put towards this business? And then if you can touch your business every single day, that is going to be worth its weight in gold, because it's going to be top of mind. You're going to remember things that you have to do. You're just going to get better at the verbiage because you're going to be doing it on a consistent basis. You're going to remember events that are coming up. It's just like holidays, right? After the Christmas holidays, if you don't really touch your business and you come back after a week, it's like, what? We have calls when? What are we doing? So if you can stay up to date and consistent, it's going to be so important for your business. And then I touched on this a little bit about being teachable. Please, please, please listen to us. Listen to those that have gone before you and done this business. Learn from our mistakes and make it a lot easier on yourself to go through this business and follow the system. I mean, I've only been here 11 years. Nicole, maybe some of you guys have met, she's 14 years. Mitra, 20 some years. So there's people that have been doing this for a long time. So I can't recommend it enough to just follow the system and take advice from those that have already done this. So let's go a little bit bigger. I love talking about numbers, and I want to share with you some more, again, what's possible. So we'll start over here. So we talked about this little thing first, right? A 3 club. So let's say 2 of those of your 3 club get excited. They get the vision. They want to do something, and they start working. And what do? These 2 little people here, they start to create their own little 3 club. So now you've turned into an 8 club. And look at that income. Can you guys see? I have to move it over there. $1,500 to $2,000 per month, almost doubling it. Pretty exciting. All because you've inspired 2 other people who have inspired 3 other people, and they're following the system. They're putting people into the funnel. They're creating the curiosity. They're doing posts and reaching out to people. They are getting people into events and then getting them into 3-way calls. It's just so simple. You just keep following this and duplicate over and over again. And then these people, these get excited. So you had those 2, they built a 3 club, and then remember you had that 3rd person. Now they join you and they see the vision and they want to. So they build their own 3 club. So now you are a 12 club, and look at that, $2,500 to $4,000 per month. And you're a 12 club. You also get invited to a schwanky event at conference. And then let's go really big. You bring on a few more people, 6 people to your front line. So you just literally duplicate that again. You bring 3 more people on, they get inspired, they create a 3 club, and you are now a 24 club earning between $5,000 and $7,000 per month. Guys, I don't know about you, but that's huge money. That's more than most people are making on a full-time basis. And because it's your own business, you can set this up as a business, just not just under yourself and your own name. And you have all kinds of deductions. If you're working from home, you can deduct part of your mortgage or your rent. Your phone becomes an expense. Your shoes, your products become an expense. This is so much more than anyone working in the corporate world is bringing home. As I said, this is absolutely life-changing for people. And it can be done in part-time hours, right? Yet making a full-time income and working with people you like and anywhere you want. You got a phone and Wi-Fi, you can literally work anywhere you want. It's pretty awesome. And the most amazing community on this planet. I don't know where I would be without this community. I didn't even know I needed, and now I have all of this. So all you need to do, guys, I can't reiterated enough is to plug into our system, listen to those that have gone before you. So just leave you with a couple more tips. Don't try to figure out who this business is best for, who needs this. A lot of times when people get started, I know I did it. I thought, oh, healthcare professionals, they're going to love this. They are hard nuts to crack sometimes. Just don't judge anybody. Your goal is just simply to share, and what that person chooses to do with it, that's it. Do not try to explain this, right? We talked about that. Get them into the system. Let the professionals in our videos do the sharing for people. Remember, it's social proof. It stops you from barfing on everyone and losing friends, and the third-party validation. And then lastly, if not this business, then what? If not this Juice Plus franchise, then what are you going to use to build your sweet life, a life you've always dreamed of? I ask you that because maybe this isn't for you, and that's okay. This isn't for everyone. But if not this, then what? We cannot create a life of our dreams in the corporate world today. We just don't have that opportunity, the flexibility, the number of hours in a day. And if not now, then when? Just want to leave you guys with that, with something to think about. Because this is an absolutely incredible opportunity. It is beyond my wildest dreams. And I am so grateful for it every single day. So I hope that I've inspired you. I hope that I've given you a bigger picture of the vision and what is possible. And so if you're thinking, yeah, I want to do this. Maybe you're thinking, I don't even know what I need to do, but I want to do this. We are here to help you. All the systems are in place. You just need to reach out to your upline and they can point you in the right direction. And when you get off this phone, just make a commitment to yourself. When are you actually going to start this business, to launch it? That you're going to start inviting people onto those calls that we've talked about, to share it with them, to start your social media posts, that sort of thing. Because if you don't write it down, days, weeks go by, right? So make sure you do that afterwards. And I'm so excited to have all of you here. We have, there's one other thing I just wanted to mention, actually, there's a couple things, but just something else that is so important is the events in our business, is to tune into those. They're honestly the lifeblood in our business, because you get to be around people, you get to hear other stories, you just never know what you're going to hear. And we have one of the big events coming up, one of the big local events, is our regional in Toronto. That's the one that our team, Team B, puts on every single year in January. And I honestly believe this is going to be one of the best events we have ever run because of the speaker. His name is Luke Wren. If you guys have heard of Tony Robbins, Firewalker, that guy, he's the international, probably one of the number one motivational speaker out there. Luke is his right-hand man and runs the same seminars as Tony does. So he's coming. He's coming. And we're hopeful that his wife is going to be joining us. We're not sure because of her green card issue, but if she's not live, we are going to Zoom her in. And she is the number one business producer in the UK, is where she's from. She now lives in Florida with Luke, but she's going to be sharing all kinds of amazing stuff with us. So you need to come out to these events if you are serious about this business. We have, those are called a regional, and then the bigger, what we call Super Bowl events of Juice Plus are our conferences, and they happen twice a year in April in the States and October in the States. And first time this year, we are having a Canadian conference, and it's going to be in Calgary, so we are super excited about that. So on that note, it is 1:15. Thank you again for tuning in. Totally appreciate it. If you have any questions about anything we went over, just reach out to your upline. If they can't answer, they know who they can reach out to. And we have our team call happening at 8:30 with another amazing speaker. So tune into that, guys. Oh, and at 9 o'clock, we have one of those calls where we share the product and the business. Jen Brennan and myself are going to be running that. So if you have anybody, get them to tune in at 9 o'clock. All the links for this stuff are on our team website, teambethechange.com, under events. All right. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next week.
Melissa. So good.
Thanks, Melissa.
Night, guys.
That was